What the fuck is sleep? I don't even know what that is. Just pull me up over that tree. Hold up and watch that bitch feed.
Hey, shout out What Sleep TV, man. What Sleep TV? Ain't no sleep, motherfucker.
So this is related to Payroll Giovanni.
Okay.
That's actually when I seen you shout out his last album, and I just wanted to ask, like, is that the type of, well, I'm not gonna say the type of stuff that you listen to, but is that kind of like that grown man get money music, you know, feel better, do better type music? Is that more of the stuff that you're listening to now?
Yeah, I like bro music. I have for a while. Like,
Same.
I guess that's probably a good way of classifying it, but categorizing it. I a lot of times I can respect somebody like hustle as much as just the music itself, but like I feel like we cut from a similar cloud, like come from a more or less a similar era. Like it's some overlap, like some mutuals, even in between, you know what I'm saying, just on some quiet as kept type of time to where like when I got wind of his music or his push, that just made it make even that much more sense to me. But it's just, you know, same thing you said, people giving it up. Like, it don't really take much to acknowledge when you see somebody else doing their thing. And the last project I tapped into it and I heard a few things that like spoke to me, or you know, I found myself riding to it and enjoying it. But yeah, shout out to bro. Like,
Yeah, just to kind of even comment on that too, I've been listening to basically like y'all around the same age, and y'all been putting out music around the same time. Like I remember when he was with Doughboy's Cash Out, and you know, kind of like how I told you, I was listening to Ultimate Warrior a lot. His early projects, I was listening to a lot of his projects a lot. What I think is dope to see, I know you said in an interview a while back, like, well, I think it was in a song, I don't know, but you said you ain't never think you would see yourself 40 and still rapping. But I think it's a good thing, because the growth in both of y'all music, like you can see the shit in real time. Like a fan that has been listening for a long time, like they see that and grow with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
for sure. Yeah, that's what I, without like knowing them like that, like it's a few artists that I look at as almost like peers. Like we doing more or less the same thing, or we got a similar approach to what we doing, and that even equal to like the staying power, like us having a longer shelf life with what we doing. Because I didn't see it for myself at this age. My mindset has changed. Like I look at time differently than I did. It was a time I was living so fast that I ain't see myself doing nothing past 30, because I might not have. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, that progressive. I wasn't allowing myself to think ahead. I was, you know, more destructive. So hey, just getting to 30 might have been a start. Yeah. So let alone it was borderline corny at the time to think you was gonna be, you know, trying to like be a rapper past a certain point. I think a lot of artists broke that mold. Like you saw people like be able to maintain a cool factor, or you know, hustle with rap hustle with some grace, with like, you know what I'm saying, like still have that, like give you that same feeling from what they was doing. I mean, you got legacy artists that just perform, they just go out and do their hits, and we still embrace them the same because the music was timeless, or because they just are who they are. They put in that work and it ain't going nowhere. And then you got artists that can still deliver and create, you know what I'm saying, create new content, but it's like the music and the audience growing with them. You know, I think the rap fan, when I fell in love with rap, people that was 40 damn near weren't listening to rap. So that's probably part of how you wouldn't have seen yourself rapping at 40. If I was what I'd have been like 11 when Tupac died. 40-year-olds, you heard 40-year-olds like cut that rap out, like, you know what I'm saying? That was kind of the other side of it, and it's like versus, you know what I'm saying? By the time I'm 20 and trying to rap, you had somebody like Jay-Z pushing 40 and at the top of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's very different. So his fans that came with him the last 10 years was like 40 and still rocking out with, you know what I'm saying? It's just the climate change.